In a world that's headed for lab grown meat, lab grown fruits, fake meat, a plant based agenda that's highly backed by a lot of money, big food, big pharma, these questions come up, and we need to address them with logic and reason. And as a carnivore with a carnivore channel, I've been harassed by, stuff like "you're a killer" comments that basically regurgitate the same talking heads as all the other stuff that meat's going to kill you and all this stuff. Well, today we're going to look at 4 proven dietary changes that we can all make that will make a difference in reducing environmental impacts. And we're going to discuss how carnivore affects all of them. A friend of mine just went to, we have a fair, a national exhibition here in Vancouver called the PNE, sort of goes late summer into Labor Day. And she brought me a bunch of stuff with the local cattle ranchers and stuff, which I never got a chance to go to the fair, but you know what? We're gonna take a look at these 4 proven dietary changes that make a difference and how carnivore relates to them. This is Anthony Stewart. This is Food for Thought, and we're questioning everything they've ever said. And they say a lot of stuff about beef. They say a lot of stuff about how it's bad for the environment, and they say that carnivore is bad. So today, we're gonna look at these. Number 1, and this is for everybody, but carnivore really ties into it. Reduce waste. 1/3 of our food production results in wasted food. Use what you have and don't let it go to waste. Well, I can tell you, I waste nothing. All the food that I buy in my fridge, I eat. This is since going carnivore, the amount of stuff I throw away is very small. And if you know anything about doing a carnivore diet, you don't let that beef go to waste, if you know what I mean. So I have a freezer. I freeze a lot of things. And when it's in my fridge, I consume it. So right there, that first aspect, when I was buying a bunch of plants and processed food and garbage, I was throwing away lots of stuff. I don't know how you are, but I've seen people with a fridge full of food and a lot of it goes in the garbage can. So reducing waste, the carnivore diet really fits into that. Number 2, eat less. Overeating is a type of food waste. So consider eating what you need and not more. Keep proportions in proportion. Or keep portions in proportion. Well, I cook it, I eat it. And if I don't finish it, I put it in the fridge and I eat it tomorrow. So simple. The carnivore way, right there. Do I eat less? I eat less often. Do I eat what I need? Yes. So therefore, I am, in a sense, consuming less. And when you look at the broad spectrum, and I know there's arguments out there about oh, this is better, that's better. But when you look at what I consume in like the amount, maybe a cow and a half a year, maybe 2 cows if it's like, if I'm on a good year, I guess. That's it. Some butter, some eggs. That's it. I eat less now than I ever did before, when you consider that I don't eat snacks, I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch. I just have 1 meal, maybe 2, every day. So on the macro level, I am eating less. And a carnivore diet falls right into that. Next one, I've been a big proponent, a big supporter of this, is on any diet. Buy seasonal, buy local. Bringing in foods from other countries adds the burden of transportation impacts on the environment. Fact. Why would I be eating strawberries from Mexico or California? Why not just look at my local farms? And you know what? If you got to eat plants, what is naturally available at that time? Technically, if it's grown properly with regenerative practices, it's probably not terrible for you. Unfortunately, the way our world is gone with all the processed food disruption, your gut may not be able to deal with that. But that's one big thing. Seasonal, local. I'm going to hit that home. It's pretty simple. We need to not think globally. We need to think locally. And then all these talking points become less significant when you deal with factories, transportation, chemicals. Local, seasonal is the way to go. And when you're going out, shout out to JT and going to the Hickory Farms. That's awesome. And that's what it's all about. Get connected to your farmers. Get connected to your ranchers. This is important now more than ever. The carnivore diet falls right into there. And last but not least, choose food that matters. Make meals with nutrient-dense foundational foods that use less resources to produce and make a valuable contribution to your health and well-being. Processed foods take more energy to manufacture and package. All this plant-based agenda want you to rely on corn, wheat, and soy products, vegetable oils. They are made in factories. When you're on a carnivore diet, you can rest assured that it's pretty much at a perfect level. It was be farm to table. You may have to deal with an abattoir or a processing for the actual butchery, but less, and it's local. So all these things tie into carnivore. Now we can get in the weeds about the other environmental impacts, and there's arguments to be said about the impact of greenhouse gases and water consumption and food. But let's just say in the circle of life, cattle eat grass. They graze on landscapes that we can't grow food on. It would make sense for the ecosystem, for the environment, to let them graze. There's so many arguments out there. This was just designed for like a little bit of ammo for all of us carnivores that are maybe on the fence about, or is it environmentally responsible? Well, I'm making a case to say, hell yeah, it is. Stay strong.